Hello. Coach Fareoh here. Head Coach's Corner YouTube channel. Hope everyone's doing great. We are in the weekend between the Super Bowl and Conference Championship weekend. We are going through our all-time Coach Fareoh offense, defense, and special teams. We've now made it to the second team. We've done honorable mention. We've done third team. We're at second team. We got first team, which we'll announce next weekend on the Super Bowl, along with all-decade players, and a few other acknowledgments. Like I said, I appreciate everybody. This is on my YouTube channel, which is Head Coach's Corner. Once again, hit the bell and subscribe to the channel. And respond as much as you want, and at some point I'll be in touch. We'll be posting all this information on my website, which is jerryfleurinc.com, as well, for you to take a look at it. So without any further ado, we're going to announce the second team. Almost every player that's on the second team received at least one first place vote, which means that they made all conference in some capacity, meaning they were first team, second team, honorable mention, or possibly in the top 10 in any category in the NJAC. So now we're getting to pretty much the best of the best in my 10 years as the head coach at William-Patterson University. On special teams, the all-time second team punter was Pat Moran in 2016. Pat was a starting safety for us, stepped up to help out, became a major part of what we were doing, and did a really nice job. And so he's our second team punter. Our second team punt returner was Joe Miraglia. In 2011, Joe transferred in from Iona, my alma mater, and did a really good job as a punt returner. And then our second team kick returners were Malcolm Robinson and Matt Olivo. Malcolm Robinson from 2016, transfer from Montclair State, actually helped us beat Montclair State for the first time in 20 plus years. And Matt Olivo, who was a running back in camp, transferred over to play safety. He was a second team kick returner. On defense, our second team defense at corner was Andre Sneed. Andre Sneed, back in 2013, was a starter for us. A really good player, excellent technique, and a great person. We had a hybrid position and two safeties based on the guys that fell into the spot. So our hybrid position on the second team was Stephen Bovo. We played a 3-3 defense. He played one of those bandit positions, and he's a 2012 guy. We had two safeties, two really good safeties. Elijah de Guzman from 2015, as everyone would call him, Goose. And our second team safety was Chris Thomas, who made second team all conference, and he was in 2010. At linebacker, we had four of them. Dennis Goodman, who had a really good career for us, was honorable mention in the NJAC. He's a 2015 guy, played outside backer for us on our 3-4 system. Carlo Caponetta, otherwise known as Cap, was a second team all-conference guy. He's a 2015 guy, started for us at inside backer. Charles Faulkner, who was a 4-year starter for me at William-Patterson. I think he holds the tackles lead. He was an all-conference player from 2018, played inside linebacker. And Dave Zerla was a second team guy from 2013. Those guys round out the linebackers. At defensive line, we had three. Webb Norman Gear from Sparta, who was honorable mention in the NJAC. He made the second team in 2013. Omar Mahmoud graduated in 2017. He was an honorable mention guy in the NJAC. He made the second team. And Keith Sable. Keith was from Connecticut in one of my first couple of classes in 2009, and he was a second team all-conference defensive lineman. So that would be our second team all-defense. Our second team all-offense, at receiver, we had two. Malcolm Robinson, once again, he was an honorable mention selection in the conference in 2016. Mick Pay, who had a tremendous career for us as well. He was a second team selection in the NJAC in 2013. And our hybrid position on offense second team was Joe Miraglia. Joe helped us play quarterback. He was a receiver. We had him in Wildcat. He was honorable mention in the conference in 2011. Our second team tight end was Chris Shuley from Rutherford. He was a second team selection in the conference in 2009. And our second team tailback was Matt Deanna, a transfer from Cortland by way of New York, was our second team tailback. He was also second team in the NJAC in 2015. Our second team quarterback was Matt Marshall. Matt was one of my first quarterbacks to play for me. He was the all-time leading passer for a short period of time until his records were broken. He's an all-time selection. He's in a lot of the record books from 2009. And then our 5 offensive linemen on the second team was Sean Tyson, who was a starter for me, a 4-year starter at offensive line, 2010. Chris Osborne, who was an honorable mention selection twice in the NJAC in 2010, and also a preseason All-American. Andrew Donnell, who was a 2-time honorable mention selection in the NJAC in 2015. Jeff Arista, who was on my first team in 2008, transferred from St. Peter's before they dropped football. He was an honorable mention selection in the NJAC in 2008. And Mike Merck. Mike Merck was our starting center for a number of years. He was a starter for us, 2-year starter, 3-year starter, 2011. So that rounds out our second team offense. So once again, congratulations to all those guys that made second team specials, second team defense, second team offense. Once again, I really appreciate your efforts and everything you did to make yourselves the best you can be. And I look forward to our final viewing, which will be next weekend, Super Bowl weekend, where we'll announce and unveil our first team and our decade players of the year, or of the decade, so to speak. So once again, Head Coach's Corner is my YouTube channel, and have a great night. Take care.